Okay, so I'm only a minute or two late. It is one of those days where you have computer technical difficulties. Trust me, I'm used to that by now, so I do not take it personal anymore. Between Cox, my internet running slow, and okay, part my fault. I didn't have the rotation right on my phone. We are back, and we are live. So you are creating with Colleen, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator on the East Coast of Virginia, in Chesapeake, Virginia. And I cannot believe today is September 15th. Where do these months go? I pretty much only see the 1st, the 15th, and the 30th of every month, and that's pretty much because that's when I'm paying my bills. If it wasn't for that, I would have to wonder if the month even happened. So anyways, I hope you are doing great in your part of the world, and I'm glad you will be joining me to stamp today. Now today what I want to show you, I have been loving this bundle. It is called Time of Giving, and this bundle is actually on page 61 of our holiday catalog, our July through December catalog, and this sample is what really caught my eye when I first saw this. I loved, you never really look at a catalog, let's be honest. We all glaze through it. We see the stamp set, and it's hard to see these dies down here at the bottom, so I'm going to show you them live and in person. But these dies are amazing, and they created this gorgeous card, and it made tags. So the other reason this caught my eye was because it was multi-seasonal. I have been a demonstrator for 20 years, this coming October 1st, and I have a few stamp sets and bundles in this stamp room, if you could only imagine. And so now when I'm looking at bundles, of course, if I like it, I just buy it. Why not? We all do that. I mean, after all, my husband has 3 boats, so why shouldn't I have every stamp set I want? But I get them at a discount because I'm a part of Stampin' Up! And that's why I first joined 20 years ago, was to get the discount. But now that I do have a lot of products, I like to try to find things, again, that are multi-seasonal. So this, to me, thankful, this is Thanksgiving, it could be Christmas. With the snowflakes, it could just be a winter card. I mean, I can use this in July, listen to me. I could use this in January and February. So I loved this bundle. So again, this is your stamp set, the Time of Giving. But let me show you what these dies are. I think they're pretty amazing. So you can stamp the wheat and the leaves, and we have dies that will cut them out. Then you have regular dies that cut these cute little branch and leaves out. Snowflakes. This is so stinking cute. This little moon and stars can even go in here with Santa's sleigh. I always love Santa's sleigh, whether it's a stamp set or in this case, this awesome die. And then your snowflakes. So let me see what's popped on. So hey, Gwen and Lynn and Barb, thanks for joining me today. I had a little technical difficulties, but we are rolling now. So thanks for joining. So anyways, this bundle I am also featuring at our World Card Making Day event called Creative Escape. I'm going to tell you about that again at the end of the video. We're going to create first, but it is on October 2nd, and it is an awesome day that Tanya Reed and I are putting together for you to create. And I can just give you I'm not going to tell you what you're making, but again, I have found this bundle so easy to create with. One of your 8 projects, if not 2 of your 8 projects, are going to be using this bundle. We're going to show you as much product as we can. Hey, Sandy, I'm glad you could join. So today, I'm going to show you how to make this card. Now, the reason I made this card, because I really wanted to show you how well the Peaceful Prints Sale-a-Bration paper goes with these dies. Keep in mind, Sale-a-Bration ends September 30th. Rumor has it the 6x6 Dazzlin' Designer Series paper just sold out. So don't wait to get your orders in. Because, even though we make our stamp sets, you should be safe there. The other items are only while supplies last. And unfortunately, that was one of the items that they would not guarantee would be there to the very end. But I am thankful it has almost made it to the end. So let me show you how to make this card, and then Christmas cheer throughout the year on the inside. So for this card, you are going to need a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 basic gray, and you are going to score that in half. Then you are going to need I'm trying to get my video there. Okay. Then you're going to need a piece of 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 basic gray. You will need a 3 5/8 by 4 7/8 piece of basic black. And once we get everything on here, we are going to mount all our pieces on here because you know I have to have all of my edges really straight. But this piece, when we are done, will get mounted on here. And as you can see, it's just like an 1/8 inch bigger. But in person, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera. In person, it adds a lot. So you have those two pieces. For your inside, you are going to need a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 inch basic white. You are going to need 2 pieces. Let me this here in case you need to stop the video when you're creating. Here you're going to need 2 pieces of the basic black that are 3 1/2 by 1 3/4, and I just laid the die right in the middle and ran it through my die cutting machine to cut those out. I just did that ahead of time to save time, but they're perfect. It's just rectangle on rectangle. They're easy to line up. You will need one of the snowflakes and one of your Santa and deer. Then you are going to need 1 piece of the 3 1/2 inches by 1 1/4 inches Peaceful Prints, your Sale-a-Bration paper. Then you are going to need 2 pieces of the Peaceful Prints that are 3 1/4 by 1 5/8. And I actually used one with the snowflakes and then one with the dots. So I have those 2 pieces there. And last but not least, you are going to need 2 pieces, about 4 3/4 inch long, 5 inches if you want, it's plenty, of the white glittered organdy ribbon. And this is on page 37 of the holiday catalog. And it, again, it is beautiful. It is like a white organdy, and then it has an iridescent speckle in it. It really is beautiful. So to make our card, first thing you want to do is take your card base and you are going to stamp the front. Let me get my scrap piece of paper here. So I did this just to give it a little bit of a border, and when I stamp, I am again using the basic gray, so I'm tone on tone. But you never want to stamp with your paper folded because when you're trying to push down, you could smear. You always want your paper flat. You only do it folded if you absolutely have to, and I'll show you where. So here I'm just going to be putting in some of these snowflakes around the edge. You don't see a whole lot of this border, but you saw enough to where I wanted it to have a little bit of visual there. So I'm going around. Now this is where I would fold it so I don't have it on the back. But I'm going to hold it down so it's still flat when I put this in here. So I've just gone around and I'm not worried about the inside because that's where my piece is going. So I can set this aside. Now the reason you would probably use a basic black piece, the reason I chose gray was when I was handing this out to my stamp club. This is one of the projects that we are making this month. So if any of you are watching, I'm sorry for the spoiler alert. I should have warned you. But at least you'll understand when we get together next week to create. But I didn't want them to confuse these 2 pieces as to what they're going to mount their papers to. So take the basic gray piece, and first you are going to take these awesome little dies and you're going to mount the designer paper on the back. So to me, I really felt like with Santa, that really looked like snow, kind of in a little bit of a blizzard. We never get snow here, or rarely at Christmas in Virginia, but boy, I wish we did. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to put a little bit, you know, this is our Tombow liquid glue, and it is so very, very strong. I'm just going to put like a little dot. You really want a light hand with this on the back of my die cut piece, and I'm just going to lay this on top and just lightly push down. I don't care that there's a little bit sticking out because that is going to go on my base piece. So here I have that, and I can set that aside. Then I'm going to do the same for my snowflakes. So you can kind of see which way you want the snowflakes to go. Because it's snowflakes on snowflakes. I think it's a win-win situation. So once again, I'll just take my liquid glue, little tapping around the edge, and just a little dot in the middle of each one. Again, light hand, ladies and gentlemen. Light hand. So then I'm going to put this on top because I don't want it to stick out. And you can see, I just have, what am I trying to say here? You know, it's so close to the edge because I just have to cover that center. So now that I have these two done, what I'm going to do is I can continue using my liquid glue. I can use my snail. Oh, we had people pop on. Good. Hey, Cindy. I hope you're doing well. And Donna, late again, honey. It doesn't matter if you're late to a Facebook Live because they are all recorded. So how cool is that, that you can really pop in anytime that you need to. So what I can do here is I can take my Stampin' Seal. Did I just call it snail a minute ago? Stampin' Seal. And again, you know me, I want my edges straight. So instead of trying to line this up, this is just my base piece to hold everything so that I can trim it if I need to. So I'm going to put this down at the bottom. I have that. Then I'm going to take that 3.5 inch by 1 1/4 piece of Peaceful Prints. Now on my original card, I showed the snowflakes and I loved it. But one of my Stamp Club clubbers used this side, and I liked that too. So you know what? I'll do one of each so you can see your options. So I'm just going to put this here. Make sure it's even. I'm just actually butting it up to my edge. And then I'm going to take this one, my snowflakes. They will go at my top. And again, I'm not worried about that gray piece so much as I am making all of this line up. So I feel like I'm a little bit off there, but that's okay because this looks great. But I'm just going to, let me see, trim that small piece right there. So I'm just going to cutter. Okay, perfect. So that is really your base piece. And then, you know, I always do a faux bow. Oh, I've had lots of people pop on. Sweet. Hey, Janet. Oh, you're later than Donna. Hey, my motto is at least you're here. That's all that counts. And Joyce popped in for a minute, and Marilyn is here. Oh, Stephanie, you're hilarious. Stephanie is actually watching while she's getting her flu shot. She had to mute her phone, but she's here. Thank you, ladies. You guys are just awesome. Thank you. So, and you know what, Steph? Get the nurse to watch with you. Maybe she'll like my channel and subscribe. We might make a stamper out of her yet. So here I have that beautiful white glittered organdy ribbon. And when I do a faux bow, I actually wrap it around the sides like such. And then I take my other piece and I slide it underneath because to me, there's a couple reasons. First of all, I think it's too hard to try to tie it around the back and get your bow perfect on the top, or you're not. It's either too loose or too tight. And why would you waste all that ribbon anyways? You know, I'm going to teach you how to conserve so you can make cards upon cards upon cards. So here, I'm just going to give that a little tuck there. I will grab my scissors. That one looks pretty good, but I got to cut it anyways. Okay. So now that I have my base piece, this was that piece that I told you was only a little bit bigger. I probably could have made it bigger, but I just wanted it to kind of give a little bit of that depth in there. So I am going to take my dimensionals and pop this puppy up. And even though it's black on black matte, with that one being just like an 1/8 inch bigger, it really does make a difference. So I will put this on the front. And then I can put this on my card. And then I'm going to be asking you all, I want some opinions, what you would like better, the snowflakes or the plaid. So I have this here. Now you know you have to have your bling. That's just the law. So I just took some of our pearls. I don't really use the pearls a whole lot. I use all kinds of other embellishments and rhinestones. But when I was using these, I just thought they fit perfect. And I'm going to show you a trick at the end. Because the people that I see on my Facebook Live here, you have all been stamping for a while. So you probably have the older pearls that Stampin' Up used to carry. So I put 4 here. And that wasn't going to fly because you know you're supposed to have odd numbers. So let me put 1 for Santa's hat because he's got a little white ball on his hat. We all know that. And then also, if you have the old style pearls, I just happened to grab them out. We had these teeny tiny pearls. I don't think they're in the new packet now. But since I had it, and again, if you've been stamping with me for a while, we've been together for 20 years now, you can take one of these. I actually colored it with the red blend. And oh my goodness, look at that. You actually have Rudolph. Now, if you don't have the old style pearls, you can use one of the larger ones and color it with your blend. He's just going to be a little more like a Jimmy Durante kind of a reindeer. His nose is just going to be a little bit bigger, but he'll still be just as stinking cute. So that is the front. And then for my inside, those you young people, you didn't catch that Jimmy Durante joke, did you? Somebody who's been around for a while, was around for a while. So for the inside, I will take the Christmas cheer throughout the year. I am going to stamp that. Hard to see white on white, but I got lucky. And then I am going to go back. I'm going to turn this over so I can show you something. I'm going to go back to my snowflakes and the basic gray. So what I wanted you to do is take this. I don't know if you'll see it as much on here, but if it's a more solid stamp, you will. But if you stamp off the side like this, I wanted to stamp off so it's lighter up here, but you have to be careful with your stamp. If you went off your edge and you stamp again, can you see how it's splotchy? Like this? And what happened was, this was where I stamped in my corner, and this was where I did not. So then it's going to be kind of splotchy. So what you want to do, I wanted that one darker, but I want my one lighter. So instead of going back and stamping that with the lines, I'll just stamp off. And let's put a little snowflake up here. And then that is the inside of my card. Oh, thank you, Ellen. She likes my bling. Thank you. I think it was a cute card too. Again, this bundle has been amazing. It's called the Time of Giving bundle, and I have had a lot of fun with it, and I am not done yet. So that is the inside, and then that is the front. And then again, this one actually shows the snowflakes. So while I tell you about our World Card Making Day event on October 2nd, please leave a comment as to whether you like it with the snowflakes, that designer paper, or if you like it with the plaid. So what we are doing, to let you know, this Friday is the last day to sign up. That's why I am giving a shout out. But Tina and I are doing a great event on World Card Making Day, which is Saturday, October 2nd from 10 till 5. It is going to be at the Memorial United Methodist Church on Gammon Road in Virginia Beach. And again, it's just going to be a great day of creating. So you are going to have 8 make and take projects featuring the fall and Christmas all out of our holiday catalog. We are going to do 3 stamping presentations. So that is separate from your projects. Somebody said, well, what are some of the presentations? Well, one of the things we're going to show you is how to do a one-sheet wonder, where you take a sheet of 12 by 12 designer paper, cut it into a bunch of pieces. We will have the pattern for you, and you will create multiple cards from just that. So you will have favors. We have at least 2 favors planned for you. Door prizes. You are going to receive over $25 in Stampin' Up product. Now that's not a stamp set. You are going to get your own individual pack of 12 by 12 designer paper, a pack of embellishments, and a whole bolt of ribbon to use with the presentations that we show you. It's not to create your projects. We will supply everything for that. We are providing lunch and snacks, and we're just going to have a lot of projects to inspire you. It's going to be a fun, relaxing day of creating, so I hope you will come. The cost is only $85 for all of that, and it's just going to be a great day, so give yourself a treat while we have our World Card Making Day Creative Escape. Escape from your busy lives and join us. So let me see. Plaid. Sandy likes a plaid because it's less busy and you can see the beautiful ribbon better. Both are pretty though. Barbara likes the plaid. Janet likes the snowflakes. You know, and I go both ways. When I first created it, I really liked the snowflakes, and I still do. But I liked the plaid because, as you said, Sandy, I think it makes the ribbon stand out a lot more. And I think it keeps my card like dark. I kind of like that because then my bling pops and my ribbon pops. But either one, I think it's a win-win. So I hope you enjoyed creating with me today. If you have any questions on the Creative Escape or on the cards I created, please private message me, leave me a comment. I'll always get back to you. And if you would like, please go to creatingwithcolleen.com to request my newsletter. And I will keep you informed on all things stamping. So Allison likes the plaid. So looks, and Ellen likes the plaid. So I think it's hands down the plaid wins. So thank you so much, Stampers, for being here with me today. Let's see. Ellen wants to know what the cutoff for the October 2nd event is. It's this Friday, Ellen. So you've got 2.5 days to thinking about it and invite all your friends. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a great time. I promise. We are working hard on it, and we're going to show you gals a good time. Okay, so let me know, Ellen, if you're interested. For any of you, Stephanie, good girl, getting your flu shot. It was a success, and I hope you all have a blessed day. And again, thank you for joining me. I will see you again next Wednesday at noon as we create together again. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.